Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to part 2 of the Tournament City trilogy of Tenra Bansho Zero. This is our eccentric, actual play-ish interpretation of the game, played with highly bastardized quick play rules. I'm Jay, the screeching narrator of tonight. If you're interested in more of whatever the fuck I am, please subscribe to this channel, The Third Wheel, as I GM Thrilling Intent, and you can follow me on Twitter at Stabbiness. Also featured in this stream are Matt and Faust, who play Marcus and Ash respectively. You can follow them on Twitter at Velociraptor and at Schadenfaust. Our special guests for this particular session are the two funniest people I know, JelloApocalypse and Brennan. You can follow them both on Twitter at Welcome2Tweet and at GreatBlackOtaku. This is a chopped up version of the broadcasted live stream made possible by our generous patrons. If you're interested in playing Tenra Bansho Zero, which I highly recommend, it's fun as hell, you can buy it at Indie Press Revolution. They have a very nice limited edition that I highly recommend. If you're interested in more of this chaos in particular, there are links in the description to the raw versions of these streams. And with no further mucking about, it's time for Tournament City! It's been 6 months since the group at large received their respective invites to the throwdown at Tournament City. They all split up and went their separate ways, wandering across the Great Plains in search of training montages. Time seems to have flown differently for each of them. Many have taken years, many have passed simple days. They've all reunited at the staging point for the throwdown at Tournament City, a tiny tea house that supposedly serves the baddest ass drinks around.
I'll see about that.
So guys, I'll have you know that I've gotten plenty stronger during the time that you were away.
Oh yeah, Kichi, you have a good training montage or 3?
Oh yeah, at least 2.5.
I can see that. You've torn the sleeves off your shirt.
Just one sleeve. I couldn't manage I'm getting there though. I'm getting there.
Oh yeah, I got your back, man.
Does anyone have a razor I can borrow to shave off this beard?
No.
Sure, I do. Thumbs through a bag of suspiciously sharp objects and hands you a sharpened $1.
Thanks, Ruples. You always know what's up.
Yeah, thanks, Ruples. I knew I could count on you.
I'm always there, guys.
Hold up, who are you?
This Ruples looks to see if you're pointing behind him.
No, I'm pointing directly at. Who are you?
What? It's me, bud.
Am I being taped right now?
No. You probably don't recognize me because got a little ripped during my training montage.
Yeah, you really filled out fine.
Yeah, Ruples, I'm impressed.
I feel like I'm drinking some of the really good shit here because I don't remember you at all. Where's Godo?
I've got an unfortunate thing to say about Godo. Kichi walks over and puts a hand on your shoulder.
No.
You're right. He transferred to a different high school.
Oh. That makes sense.
Rest in peace, Godo. We knew you well.
Stares off into the distance.
I noticed that the Batsu-sama has not gotten noticeably more muscular at all.
I couldn't afford to get any stronger.
So we were told to meet here for the beginning of the tournament. Tournament City. When should we head to Tournament City? Hey, Kichi says.
Hey, Kichi, have you learned nothing during your training? Tournament City comes to us.
That's right, calls the waitress from across the bar, and the prelims have already begun.
I clatter to my feet immediately, knocking the table over.
I, with a flick, shave off the last of my beard and toss the dollar into the wall. Toss the razor into the wall beside me.
As the last beard hair falls to the ground, the Batsu-sama stands to her feet and punches it into 1,000 pieces.
Ruples is completely absent.
You may not have noticed, but those all around you are other participants in the throwdown.
Oh, wait. I hold up one finger. Finish my drink. Okay, go ahead.
No, naturally, we couldn't let all of the prospective tournament goers into the great Tournament City. So, this is the beginning of the selection process.
gotta like fight each other? I'll fuck you guys up.
I'll have you know that I have 2 sleeves missing right now, Yoperai, and you're going down.
I don't have any sleeves at all. You notice for the first time that Yoperai's wearing no shirt.
You were informed, I believe, off-screen at some point, that the Throwdown at Tournament City was a team-based game. In fact, you had to get 5 team members to even participate in the Throwdown.
Right,
Wait!
okay.
Hold on! I hold out a hand and slowly count on my fingers how many of us are here. Me, Eikichi, the drunk guy, Batsusama. Where's Ruples?
As your finger comes to what should be number 5, Rupel's like clearly sprints in, taking off a different pair of pants that looks like a uniform. I'm like, hey.
Oh, Ruples! I see you
All
were doing
5.
reconnaissance.
Yes, that you could call it that. I know more about the enemy's position now. They are everywhere.
I look all around the room and notice that everybody looks awfully fight ready.
Oh yeah, they're the toughest around, and you've been around.
Oh shit, that guy's smoking a nail.
They are ready to fight you. And for the first round of eliminations, I insist that you bring forward your 2 fastest, most fleet-footed of warriors.
Okay,
for this
Wait a
is going
second,
to be
Judge.
a racy.
I have a request. Why don't we do away with all these rounds and make it a 1-round death match? The 5 of us versus everyone here.
Eikichi kind of puts up an arm and puts it on your extended fist. You can't just do
I
that,
put my
man.
hand on Eikichi's head and put it down. No, let him have this.
A man that looked absolutely nothing like Rupel stands up at the back of the bar wearing a completely different outfit, shining gold and covered in monetary symbols. You think you can take on us? He says.
Who the hell is that?
I don't know. He looks really
I'm the most
smart.
mysterious person here, and he's really mysterious.
The tension is unbelievably palpable in the room. You realize that in suggesting that the tournament be broken down into a simple death match, you've pissed off quite a few people in the room.
Just like I planned.
Who appears to be the most pissed off?
Probably this dude in the back with this tightly taut headband, skin-tight gear. He's got a long beard. He hasn't cut it yet.
Before he could be any more pissed off, I open up a portal in front of myself and punch through it into a portal that appears behind his head.
Give me a body roll.
13 successes.
Jesus Christ, Brennan.
The man's head spirals through the air immediately in front of you.
And I catch it in my other hand.
I was gonna hit it like a baseball.
But then I throw it to you and allow you to hit it like a baseball.
I hit it like a baseball with my long iron staff, attempting to send it cannoning into one of the other combatants. Aiming for a snake-like man with long hair across the room.
Does anyone have anything else to say?
Is that body? Oh, so that's melee, so it's just...
You're fine. You succeed with flying colors. You send the head cannonballing across the field. Its beard catching and pulling all the remaining drinks off the table upon itself like some great beheaded kraken.
I fall to the floor, slurping the liquor off of the floorboards.
Have some self-respect.
I lost all of that during my training montage.
So you've achieved true self.
Yeah, it was the last of the hurdles I had to overcome.
I could learn to respect you now.
Whoa! Let's not get beheady around here, says the judge contest, raising both of her arms. Can't you just agree to the race, please?
Fine. Just to prove that we can defeat every single one of your categories.
Oh,
We'll
wait,
do
it's a
the
race? We gotta, like, run? Yeah, I'm out. I sit down and raise my hand for another drink.
Okay, so we gotta send forward our 2 strongest, fastest warriors for the race or whatever.
Which of us is the fastest here?
Which of us is the fastest here?
I'd say I'm pretty fast.
Whoa, Rupus!
when did
I
you
didn't
get
notice
back?
you there.
I tend to blend into a crowd.
Where did that mysterious masked man go?
I don't know. He must have.
I
fled.
don't know who you're talking about, but I bet he was handsome.
Guys, if somebody that fast is on the enemy team, I don't know if we could win this.
As you look up after saying that, I think I could challenge your Ruples over there.
I don't know. Hey, Kichi, you remember that nickname you used to have? I used to call you the Yellow Streak. Because of how fast you would run away when you were scared and peeing yourself.
Yeah. I also had jaundice for a while. That was a really rough period of my life. Thank you for
Yeah, I
bringing it
remember
up.
that. How's your liver doing these days, pal?
Oh, Mets. He kind of holds up his hand. So out of character. You guys have to select your 2 fastest characters to race these guys.
Yoperai is
fastest?
sitting this one out. He has no interest in like applying himself physically at the moment.
Dian Yi, I think, is pretty fast. But I
He's
think
pretty
Ruples
fast.
is our fastest.
So Ruples and Dian Yi.
Oh, Ruples is probably on board if you knew where he was.
I don't know where Ruples is right now, but I
Where's
trust
Ruples? We need him for the race.
It's all right, Yobatsu-sama.
Right
I
there.
trust that he has my back.
So have you selected your 2 racers?
We have myself and Ruples, who will be joining us later, I assume.
You're urged to leave the tea house to the exit, where conveniently a starting line has been crafted from nothing. A few of the people next to you look pretty intent on getting this race done. In fact, some of them look pretty damn fast. Oh, you guys are screwed. You don't even know the first thing about I was made for racing. The guy next to you points to himself. Yeah, I can anamorph into a horse. What can you do?
A horse? That's insane.
Most fucked up power I've ever seen.
Oh, Ruples.
From the beginning of Tea House 99B, this group will be departing in exactly 5 minutes. The rules of this race are simple. God, what do you want to race to? What's the most badass landmark you can imagine?
The most badass landmark I can think of off the top of my head is the first step in an enormous set of stairs built for giants that leads up to Tournament City. That begins right after a Torii Gate.
Yeah, damn Faust.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful.
Did I get any dream dollars for that? Huh?
Yeah, no,
I-
take
I-
some cash.
I've been forgetting about Dream Dollars. Take some fun bucks.
Take
dude.
some fun bucks, please.
All right, I got fun bucks. That's Kiai, right?
That's Ki.
No, that's
Absolutely.
Ike. That's Ike.
Ike, whatever. Yeah, it's Ike. Basically, fun bucks, you just take note of all the fun bucks you get because that'll charge your super attack in the final act. The winner of this round is the first of the team of 2 to reach the Taijiri Gate. And, as is Tournament City custom, the winner of this round can request anything from any other player on any team. One thing, though. A person, an item, a destiny.
I thought I destroyed all destinies.
Are they obligated to fulfill the request, or is it just a friendly ask?
It's primarily honor-based, but as you know, honor is everything in Tournament City.
Honor is the chief currency of Tournament City.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it, though. Like, given the choice, fuck no. Somebody asked for, like, my big toe or something? No, fuck that, I'm
Well,
leaving.
yeah, but what if they just ask for, like, you know, a friendly handshake?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait,
They want
honor
something
is the
first.
primary currency in Tournament City? Ruples looks down at his many bags of money and realizes they're instantly worthless.
All right, dream dollars. You get dream
Yeah, I
dollars.
can take some cash.
Take it.
The announcer raises her hand. All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2.
Wait, I have a
3.
question.
I get dumb.
Too late, Ruples is already going! Ruples runs around the bush and you immediately lose sight of him.
You know
So
Rufus
fast.
can't stop once he gets stopped. Start.
He can't stop once
I
he
don't
gets
know
stopped.
anything about this man.
He's got a problem.
He literally cannot cease.
Judge, I have a question about this race.
Yes, please make it quick. All the other racers have taken off.
Are we allowed to attack the other racers?
By any means necessary.
I sprint off.
He's fast, but is he fast enough?
Take some dream cash. The group of people who were left behind all watch, stoic-faced, judging the racers.
Before the race gets too in depth, I open up a portal, jump into it, and pop out by the steps.
I was waiting for it.
The Batsu-sama waits imposing at the finish line. Okay, we now transition to the next scene, which is going to specifically be a Ruples and DNY scene, as they were the selected racers. Anyone not directly related to the scene is encouraged to play any other racer.
I'm playing Sonic the Hedgehog.
No! He's the fastest thing alive!
Unfair.
Good thing I just killed him.
You take off through a thick glade. Water wheels sit on all sides, grinding grain into dust.
All right.
The most badass way of gaining nutrition.
All right, so my objective is going to be catch the horse.
Wow.
You're gonna catch the horse animorph?
Yeah.
Okay. So the horse animorph is taken off well before you guys.
Oh, yeah.
He was obviously the quickest out of the gate. He's set in his ways. He's a fucking horse
The
ninja.
horse, yeah.
Do you know how often a horse ninja gets to demonstrate their craft? Pretty fucking rarely.
Yeah, not very often.
Yeah.
That's usually a detrimental combo.
Oh, yeah.
But, his one weakness is that he transforms into an animal. I'm going to use pursuit/hunt to track him down.
Nice.
Yeah, give me a pursuit roll, Faust.
They're D6s, right?
They're D6s,
Yeah, it's
you
all
roll
D6s.
based on the stat, and then
Yes.
successes is versus the, yeah.
Equal or under. Okay. that's-
Equal or under,
That is
please.
3 successes.
As you run through the glade, your senses attune, shifting from one to the other. You're so used to fighting other warriors, sensing their blades coming at your body. However, your newly acute Oni senses shift from killing intent to racing intent, and you feel the greatest racing intent of them all at the front of the pack. Between you, through this glade, sits 2 other racers who each have unique vehicles of their own. They managed to stay ahead of you and your long gait.
I'll have to close the distance. Cut it away somehow. Wait a second.
So, Ruples is pleasantly jogging alongside another racer who's been taking swings at him.
Space bucks.
Yeah, take the cash.
Space bucks.
He leans over to the racer and goes, now, this is a pretty big race, I understand, but you've got another teammate, so how does a crisp $20 bill say you accidentally get lost on the way to the finish?
What's a dollar bill?
It's this! He throws a bladed dollar at his neck.
I'm gonna roll for you. You slice the man straight through the Adam's apple, dividing bone.
Oh,
Oh no, my beautiful voice!
Should have accepted the deal before you couldn't squeal anymore. Ruples runs ahead.
Space bugs.
space bucks, yeah.
Oh man. Just as a reminder, players are encouraged to reward other players for good roleplay and/or jokes with cash money. It builds towards something.
Yes, basically you can, anytime you get space bucks, mark it down on your character sheet, because you can spend those to boost rolls. And generally, I mean, it's probably advisable in a real game to use them to boost single rolls, but what we tend to do is save them all to the end and use them for a big special move.
Yeah, because of course. Okay, back to DNE.
All right, looks like the one thing between me and these racers is a bunch of space. I'd withdraw my blade of light. Looks like I'll have to get rid of that.
Oh my god.
Glowing brighter white than the blazing sun above, my blade of light swings downward, and I cleave apart the air between me and all the racers.
Take some space money for yourself also for this.
Yeah, definitely.
Success or fail.
I'll give you more if you fail.
All right, so this is Zedai Ryu, my blade of light. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The absolute blade.
The absolute blade. 2, 3, 4. That is all successes on a 4 stat.
Oh my god, okay.
Fucking teleport ahead, I guess.
Yeah, no, I was about to say. Something strikes the Oni side of your brain. A deeper resonance. Something that your master said in ages past.
I remember those words to this very day.
Spacebucks.
Spacebucks.
Take the cash. With that brilliant wisdom in mind, you easily divide space in half, appearing immediately behind the racers.
As you flit ahead to the head of the pack, you notice one of the lead racers. At first, you thought that he was on some sort of vehicle, but as you get closer, you realize that he is his own vehicle. His legs, like two massive, muscled pillars, pound the ground. Each of his thighs larger around than your waist.
Take some cash, man.
What am I looking at?
He looks back at you. You almost can't see around his massive legs, and he sees you and yells back, "Ha! Every day of my life has been leg day. You'll never catch
Spacebucks.
Spacebucks.
With every impact of his massive frame, the ground shakes.
With the ground shaking, coming up from behind comes a blue hedgehog ninja.
What is that?
He seems to have been napping before the race took place, and he's quickly caught right back up to the front of the line.
Tian Yi, how do you deal with these new challengers?
Ha! I swiftly leap upon the horse that I was tailing. I lean in close and whisper,
Whoa! Get away from my ear, man! You notice that the horse ninja has only assumed his half-horse form. He is but a centaur.
oh, you
Maybe
fool.
just a human head.
Just a human head.
Listen, if you go full horse, I guarantee we'll win this race.
Nobody's ever gone full horse and come back from that, man.
Are you willing to lose this race then?
You're giving me a hell of a choice. Lose this race or lose my humanity.
What good is humanity if you lose this race? Do you want to live in disgrace?
Take some space dollars.
Very well spoken, says a mysterious masked man from the bar, sitting on top of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, no.
You recognize that this man is going far faster than you are right now, even on horseback.
Looks like I won't be able to beat them on the horse, and my sword needs to recharge for some reason. Whoever you are, don't think that you'll beat me in this race! I shout to whoever that is.
Mystery man. I like your spunk, kiddo, he says to you like an asshat. For that, I think I will tell you my name. They call me the Dosh Devil. Away, my steed!
You might beat me, but you'll never beat Rubles!
Leaving chili dogs in his wake. This is the hedgehog speeds ahead.
Can I give money to all you guys for that? What do we even do now? Do you have a plan for overcoming this situation?
I do. I lean into the horse. The ninja's gone full horse, right?
No, the ninja has not gone full horse yet.
Listen, I know you're reluctant to go full horse, but if you lose this race, I'll kill you. And of course, just go.
Death has never been a concern for a horse, ninja man. Once you pledge yourself to the hoof, you're ready to die at any time.
Shit. Well then how about this? You might become the best horse ninja if you do this. Have you heard of the legendary Overhorse? There's man, centaur, horse.
Yeah, and the one who reigns above it all.
Wait, did you say he's half centaur, half man, half horse?
What will happen on the next episode of Tournament City? Will the Horse Ninja finally become the Overhorse? Will Rubles finally find his lucky nickel? Stay tuned every Thursday for more of this crap.